Yes, self-builders, back with another episode of Self-Build by Fenton. And today I'm going to give you a quick update as to what happened last week when we had the architect and the builder round to go through the project plan. Just a quick one for those that are new to the channel. This channel is for anyone who's currently carrying out a self-build project here, right in the UK. I'm based in London, so a lot of what I'm talking about might have specific specs in relation to that. So yeah, let's get on with it. If you were tuned into the last episode, you will be aware that we were planning a workshop last week, which went really well, where we had the builder come down and the architect coming all the way from Manchester. Oh, by the way, the builder is my old man. He does bricklaying, so if you need a bricklayer, shout me out and I'll hook you up, maybe give you some discount if you're lucky. So we had a 2-day workshop with the architect and the builder, where the whole point of the session was to make sure that they are aligned. We're at quite a key phase in the project at the moment, because what we're trying to do is get everybody on the same page in relation to the construction method and the approach. There's multiple ways you can approach doing this build. And when I was on site, I took 5 minutes just to give a quick overview, just so you can see kind of what we're working with and our potential approach to try and solve this problem and get these 2 houses built. So that's the first drain cover. That's the second drain cover. So as per the drawings and the design, the new manhole is going to be around this area. It's going to go about 6 foot deep, and it's going to be done in plastic. We've got confirmation that it can be done in plastic. Then we're going to have a manhole over here, surface level, about 450 mil under the ground. Once the drainage is done and it's all been replaced, which takes up kind of this area here, a bit messy at the moment, stuff's getting thrown out. This is extension. This is the side extension that's going to be dropped. This bit's going to be dropped. This bit's going to be dropped here, and then we're going to build in a new party wall. So this wall that you can see currently, a new party wall is going to be built along all the way through, and then the new houses will stop here. So this will be the middle wall between both properties, and it will come this direction all the way through, and then all the way through the other side. Then once the foundation is put in, we'll build it up. So then you'll have an extension here, and then this whole section will be dropped as well. And then we'll build the walls all the way up along there. And then that last block is going to be the last one to be dropped. That will be dropped and then built back up again. That's probably the most efficient way to do this, but that's kind of the idea we're playing with at the moment. So hopefully, after watching that quick video or quick sequence that I recorded on site when I was there, that should give you a bit more of an understanding as to what we're trying to do here. Now, it is subject to change, as is all projects and all project plans in my experience. So as I say, it's always good to go in with a plan so that, you've got something to work towards and work with, rather than have no plan and just figure it out as you go, which always is going to, again, cost you time, cost, and quality of the work. So as everybody knows, people that have been tuning in, not that there's been many, but quality over quantity, right, people? And anyone who's new, who's currently watching this channel is all about giving people value back. And also we're documenting the build just so we can look back on this in future years and, reflect on the first project that we've ever done together. You could argue as a family. So let me start off with probably the most key learning, after speaking to the architect and obviously the builder, aka my old man, from the session that we had last week. I will start off with the architect. Critical to your project, irrespective of how big your project is, definitely need an architect involved. Now, there's three phases that I've learned that architects need to deliver across. Number 1 is planning. Number 2 is building control. And number 3 is construction detail. One thing I'd recommend to anyone starting a self-build project is making sure that your architect is top of the line. Fundamentally, from my perspective and the short experience I've had in doing this, the architect sits at the seam or at the spine of the project. So without the architect, you're not going to be able to piece all of the puzzle together. To talk about some of the other activities that went on last week. So also had my friends around who were interested in the build because they've also carried out self-build or projects themselves and are just generally interested in the space of property development. So it was good to catch up with them, and also they'd contributed ideas and thoughts, to the forum. And in planning, I think it's really good to be transparent, because you do have a massive disconnect between like builders and architects. Everyone thinks they know it all. It's very similar to how I was working in IT infrastructure, same principles. Everyone thinks they know it all. And, fundamentally, you need to work together as a team in order to deliver any type of project in the most efficient way. And I feel like everyone's contributed positively, proactively. I made some notes. We had the big TV presenting the MS project plan. I'm not going to go through the project plan right now because it's not fully finished yet. There's still other bits that I need to add in. And when that's done, I'll post it on a later video. But yeah, it was a really good session. Had a good catch up with everyone and learned lots about the process and helped formulate in my head as to how I see the construction of the project going myself. Even though that's a phase for, the old man to support and help with, I'm also going to be doing a lot of laboring during the project. I'm not going to be standing off and just looking at them carry out work. I'm going to be getting stuck in, and you'll see in the next coming episodes when we start the drainage. In relation to what's next, what we're doing is, number one, we have to obviously physically do the drainage. So obviously, as most of you people who already visited this page and have looked at our previous videos know that we had just got a build over agreement reapproved by Thames Water. The first one wasn't accurate. Thus, we needed to create another one, resubmit it, and get it approved, for which we've done. So now that's done, what I'm doing is working on the materials list that we need in order to actually do the physical work. And then obviously the actual physical work will get done. So those are kind of the next two immediate parts we're going to get completed ahead of the main build. Because ideally, once you're out of the ground, we never need to look at it again, and we can just focus on everything above ground going forwards. So it's just one less thing to worry about. And as I mentioned, we are looking for investment for this project. I haven't yet put the numbers together, but as and when I do, if you're interested, just send me a message at selfbuildbyfenton@gmail.com and I'll get back to you, or ping me on Instagram. Okay, so I've got to get off to the gym in a minute. It's that time of the day, health is wealth and all of that. So if you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'm more than happy to help based on what I know, or I can leverage the help of obviously architect, planners, builders, etc. So I wish you guys good luck on your journeys. Hopefully you wish good luck on ours, and I'll see you on the next episode. But before I go, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to hit the subscribe. Keep following the movement. I'm seeing little baby steps in terms of progress, and it's positive to see. And just this process of me even standing up today and doing this presentation is progress in itself, because when I first started these videos, and I'm going to be posting some bloopers of when I first started doing videos, I'm not the best presenter, I never have been, but through practice and continually doing it, I feel like I'm getting a lot better. There's a lot less cuts, a lot less pauses, and I'm excited to start documenting physically outside, because I'm just tired of posting the back of the flat all the time. It's going to be nice to get out there and actually, post videos of some physical work getting done. And those will be a lot more interested, I'm sure. And also my editing skills are getting a lot better now. So if you need any videos being edited, I run a little website company called @websitesfast.co.uk. We build websites, we build brands, we build houses, we do it with all people. So get in touch, right? And I'll see you guys on the next episode. So until then, peace. Bring the funk back.